what is the difference between bare repository and again non-bare repository? Any idea, anyone? Okay, I will put it the question like this. What are the two types of repository? Anyone? What are the two types of repository?
Bare and non-bare repositories. Okay,
Local. No, the types of local and again remote repository. But what are the two categories of repository? That is called as a bare repository and again non-bare repository. But in which scenario we are going to use bare repository and again in which scenario we are going to use non-bare repository? Any idea? I want tomorrow. I need this answer, everyone, at least. Okay, please take this question. What is the difference between bare repository and again non-bare repository? In which scenario we are going to use bare repository and again non-bare repository? Okay, that is one of the tasks for everyone. This is very important. Yes. And one more. How to identify the same file, identical file, how to identify the identical file, what are the changes in that identical file in the multiple branches? How to identify what are the changes has been done in the identical file of two branches?
Can you simplify again?
Yes.
Example.
Yeah, sure. How to identify the what are the changes has been done in the same common file in the two branches?
You mean there are one file like a example.yml in the two branches? Okay.
Exactly.
So how we can identify the differences?
Two repos or two branches?
First two branches, then again two repositories. In the first question, two branches.
Means if you raise a PR, like pull request, it will show, right? What are the changes has been done in the same
before raising the PR? Before raising the PR.
Okay. I'm not.
Before raising the PR. Simple command, right? Git difference branch 1, branch 2, that we can do, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what. It is a everyday task. Everyone will do this one. Okay. Then the second, I will put the third question again one more time. I think this is the 10th question I failed. Okay. What is the how to identify the what are the changes in the specific file which is available in the two repositories? Or else, what are the changes has been done the same file which is available in the two repositories? Same, right? Git diff repository and again other repository names. Simple answer that is. Okay. And again, next one. Meanwhile, you also please identify what is the exact answers, but I'm telling the answers here. Okay. But still, see the three questions. One is bare repository, non-bare repository. And again, the identical file, what are the changes in the two branches and again the two repositories. Clear? Then next point. What is the difference between SSH keys, GPG keys, and again PAT in GitHub? Everyone knows, right? How to authenticate Git?
SSH or
We are using tag in our organization as we are using the tag by using personal access token.
Yep.
But
you can
I am
create
not
a
aware
personal
of
access token.
SSH and GPG keys.
Okay. Yes. So basically, in which scenario we are going to please take this task, everyone. Okay. If you are not able to find out the answer, definitely I will be giving the answer tomorrow. But basically, I want everyone should need to work out in your endpoint. Clear? Basically, if I tell the answers, then everyone will blindly anyway. You will be telling the question. You will be answering the question also. Then why we need to worry? So at least I want to give the some task for your brains. And again, this is a real-time scenario. In interview, they will ask this question, simple question. What is the difference between SSH keys, GPG keys, PAT? In which scenario we need to use which one? Simple. And again, there is one more, OAuth, OpenAuth. I'll share my screen and again, I'll show that. Is it everyone is visible, right?
Oh,
Is
you're
it my-
unable to see the screen.
Okay.
Not visible to me.
All right. Okay. Now it is okay, right?
Right. Yes.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah. See, there is a settings here, right? In the settings, if I go to the settings, here, SSH keys, GPG keys. Okay. Then again, coming point, developer settings. In the developer settings, we have GitHub apps. In which scenario we need to use the GitHub apps, OAuth apps, and again, personal access tokens. This is very important. Clear? And again, one more point. This is a organization settings, completely this settings. This is the settings here, okay? This settings, here we have developer settings, PAT, OAuth, GitHubs, okay? And again, SSH, GPG keys. Next, getting back, I'll be showing like one more repository, okay? The repositories, if I go back here, any kind of repository, if I'm having like multiple repositories, example, this is one of the repository. In this repository, if I click on this repository, in this repository, there is a settings, see, specific settings repository. Then again, here, what is the deploy case? I want this answer also. What is the deploy case? Clear? Whatever you guys are working, whatever you guys are having knowledge on Git, it is good, but still you guys need to be involved in the real time, how the Git can be used in industry level. In the each repositories, we have a settings. In each repository, we have a settings, and again, we have a deploy case. Okay. I want this task also need to answer from your end tomorrow. So basically, demo classes means demo thing we will show, and again, we will do some practical stuff. But end of the day, if we didn't question anything, then again, how can we able to identify that whether you guys are able to listening to the classes or not? Clear, right? That is one of the main point for this questions. I think now 10 to 12 questions have given. Is it okay for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes. So in the specific repository, there is a settings. I don't want to show this repository because basically in the specific repository settings, in the settings deploy case. Leave it about this webhooks, all these things will be talked later about that. But what is the deploy case? Okay. See, there are 5 to 6 questions. Please have a task, and again, whatever you know that answers, please be answering in tomorrow evening classes. Yeah. Yes. So now we'll continue the class. All right. So I think everyone are okay, but except Mahesh. Mahesh, hello. This is Mahesh is audible. Hello.
Yes, I have a question. What is the difference between git reset and rebase?
Git reset and again rebase. Clear point.
Rebase.
Oh, yeah. Git reset is nothing but like it's a simple answer. Reverse undo action is called as a git reset, but git revert is a undo action. But git reset is a reverse undo action. But the git rebase is nothing but it will be merging from one branch to other branch with the entire history ID. It will be taking from the base commit IDs. Clear?
So it means it will revert all commit IDs from one branch to another branch. If we merge
Exactly.
from master.
From the scratch, it will be going to.
Yeah. If we create a branch, right, from like whatever the commit ID, when we create a branch, it will revert it to there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And sir, you will cover all the questions that we have discussed today in the practical way as well while teaching the GitHub. Am I right?
Yes, yes, exactly. But meanwhile, you guys also need to get the answers from your end. At least you should have it some
Sure.
theoretical answers.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I know that like everyone are like aware of Git, but still what industry is expecting from you, that is very important. I'm also not aware of Git. When I joined in my previous organizations, I learned about completely GitHub automations with GitHub Actions, GitHub CodeQL, and again Copilot, all these things. And again GitHub workflows, that is very important nowadays. Nowadays, only few companies are using Jenkins, but many of the companies also still they're using Jenkins, but many of them are also using GitHub Actions. What is the GitHub Actions here? GitHub Actions will do the completely CI/CD automation task. What exactly Jenkins will do. Okay. Yeah. But if you are aware of this Jenkins, then GitHub Actions is very easy.
But in Jenkins, we wrote as a scripted way or declarative way. But here we
both
need
we
to
can
do
write. See, yeah, both we can write. Yeah.
Yeah, in Jenkins. But how about the GitHub Actions?
YAML code. See, in Jenkins
Ansible.
also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ansible. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. In Jenkins also, we should write. Nowadays, no one will use. Only few companies they will be using declarative pipeline codes, scripted pipeline codes. But nowadays, everyone are like too smart, so that's why they are using YAML code.
Okay, in Jenkins also we can use.
Yeah, in Jenkins also we can use YAML code.
Okay.
I'll show that point. See, basically, I'll show in the Google, but I didn't capture the documentations. But meanwhile, I will capture the documentation tomorrow. That see, Jenkins YAML code pipeline. Simple. Okay, go back here. Simple. Pipeline, agent, node, label.
Yeah, got it.
This is what we should practice. If we practice this, for the Docker is easy, and again Kubernetes YAML file is become easy. GitHub Actions is easy. Azure DevOps will become easy, and again many more areas it will be becoming easy.
Okay.
If you go to the Jenkins declarative pipeline, right? This is some kind of like older concept.
Syntax. Yes.
That's it. It's a syntax. See, pipeline, agent,
2 years back and all they are using this way only. Before when I worked on project, I am using Jenkins. Now I am using TeamCity.
Yeah. In the TeamCity, they should be using this.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. See, same thing only. See, pipeline, agent, node, label. Here also, pipeline, agent, any options. In this, like we should be adding like some more points here, but same concept only. Okay. Or else I'll show in the by using the ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT. You can go to the ChatGPT. Jenkins YAML pipeline for CI/CD for Docker images to build and push to the JFrog. See, unclassified your jobs script. We can also call the Jenkins script here. This is what basically what I did, YAML pipeline code. Yeah. Then again, same thing we can also go. We can also use declarative.
Can you take the Jenkins declarative pipeline to deploy var file into Tomcat?
Yeah, that also we can do. Yeah, in our real-time classes, right? So everyone, they are using var file for doing a deployment. But in my classes, in our classes, we should be more focused. Why we should take var file? Whenever we should write a C# code, .NET applications, we should take the .exe, .msc, and again to deploy into the, rather than everyone are using Tomcat. That also I'll show, and again the IAS web server also I'll show, and again Node.js, NPS also I'll show. Yeah.
Okay.
That is what. See, everyone, wherever you go, even if you go to the Antarctica underground also, everyone, the common tools, Git, Jenkins, Maven. Okay, apart from that Maven, apart from this var file deploying to the Tomcat, what is industry is doing?
Front-end deployment. using React.
Yes, but
Using-
still we should think like what kind of applications we are going to develop and again deployment.
So, suppose if the application is of React, then we have to Tomcat is not there in React. PM2 is there.
Yeah. So basically, as a DevOps engineers, as any kind of operation engineer, we should aware of web server. What is a web server? And again, web application server, and again, web application server, and again, proxy server, and again,
And then X.
reverse proxy server, and load balancer, and last but least, content delivery network. What are the, if you know these things, if you know these 5 concepts in detail, in depth, in practical, you are the master in IT field. No need to learn all these things, especially in a company, web server, web application server, and again proxy server setup, reverse proxy server setup, and again load balancer, and again content delivery networks. Suppose I think few of them are doing trading, right? Anyone are doing any trading? Stock market?
I am doing.
Which
Yes.
training, sir?
Stock market trading, intraday or equity or
Okay.
commodity.
Futures or coming.
Yeah, many of them are doing that trading application, right? Every day intraday, right? How that application is coming? Quicker response, right? So this is what like we should understand what is a web server, and again web application servers, okay, and again proxy server, and again reverse proxy server, and again load balancer, and again content delivery networks. This is very important. If you know these 5 scenarios, you are the excellent in IT field. This is what in industry. Sometimes like, you know, any website, if it comes 400 requests, like example, take an example, GitHub code pipeline. This is my repository. And if I do anything, suppose, yeah. If it comes 404, how to resolve these issues? Okay.
We have to go to Nginx. Server.
That is what like how exactly, but randomly saying is good, but with practically we require a good answers.
We have to set the path.
Whether the permission is available or not, we should check all these things in the server. Error codes. See, HTTP error codes you should learn. These are the main 5 things. HTTP response codes. So if my 400, right? What is the error here? 404. If it is a 404 error, where is the 404? Client error responses. Click on this. In the client, see basically in the top only HTTP response status codes, we have 5 informational responses, successful responses, redirectional, client, and again server. Client is 400 to 499, but I am getting what is the 404, right? 404. If I click on client responses, 400 bad requests, 401 unauthorized, 402 payment required, 403 forbidden, 404 page not found.
Page not found.
The server cannot find the requested resources. In the browser, this means the URL is not recognized. In an API, this can also mean that the endpoint is valid, but the resources itself does not exist. Servers may also send these responses instead of 403 forbidden. Clear, right? This is a small demo example. In real-time scenario, if you learn this Jenkins, Kubernetes, Docker, many more things, right? If you know all these 5 tools in depth, in practical, in real-time scenario challenges, you are the master in the operation engineer. And again, how to resolve these errors.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
So, basically 404 here mentioned it is from the client side error. Am I right?
Client. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But we are sending the request from the client. Okay. And due to the invalid endpoint, we are getting the response from server. Then how we can say like it is a client side error?
Yes. So in this case, it's a cross question with a good point basically, but also we should check there whether it is we made the proxy server setup or reverse proxy server setup, whether the request is reaching to this point to this port to this port. And again, we should check in the server logs also. That's what like we can able to identify that. Anyone apart from this? All right. So anyway, I will start quickly. Git. So I think everyone are installed Git, right?
And sir,
Right.
can you just tell us what will be the flow of our class, like the sequence of tools we are covering?
Yes. So we're going to cover the tools basically. See, some of them are requesting like we also required like a Git. So that's why like anyway, it is a 45 days class, right? So anyway, we can invest like 3 to 4 days per Git completely. Git tool, especially Jenkins, Docker, and again Kubernetes. These are the main tools we are going to do. And again in AWS, I will show how to deploy in EKS, ECS, and again ECR.
Okay.
Okay.
So
This is the very
yeah. I thought like Docker will be the second one because we are and by using the Docker. Okay, fine.
yeah, that is also fine. Anything is fine here. But basically, if you want to learn, see if you learn the Jenkins, right? Jenkins is the main part basically. In the Jenkins only, we have a lot of topics, subtopics. How to set up like Jenkins master slave setup, how to write declarative pipeline course, and again how to distribute the jobs, and again how to run the parameter jobs, and again how to add a user. Suppose like if I had a user Mahesh, I should give to the only specific project only you should access, and again you should run only the job build. You should not log into the any configuration of the specific job. All this access level we should maintain it.
Yeah, and I have one question. It's a general question. Like
Yeah.
we are using the maven command to build. Okay, but it is applicable for the Java application or other application as well. If it is not applicable for the other application, then which technology we are using for building?
All right. See, basically in the beginning, they only, I think I sent a notepad also there. See, suppose Maven is only for Java application, but in Maven also we can use for Go language also, PHP also we can use. But if you're in a company, if they are using C# code, right? C#.NET, they should use MS build. For Python, PyBuild. And again for Go language, Go build. And also like for Node.js, NPM build.
NPM.
Yeah, thank you.
Like this. Vishnu. And again, what is the package? .apk. Then if you're going to develop the application with iOS or Apple application, Apple phones, what is the language? Swift language. What is the build tool you need to use? Xcode. Clear?
So
Anyway,
in PHP, what we do? PHP application?
PHP, we can use the Maven only, or else we can also use PHING, ping.
Okay.
All right. Okay, see, github.com code pipe is my repository. Anyway, I'll be keep on signing in this. So my username is code pipe. Password, forgot this phonics. So, okay, I got it. Luckily, I remember the password. How to set up this two-factor authentication? So just now, my personal repository, I did the two-factor authentication here. 924739. All right. All right. Hey, who's this code file?
So for Kubernetes, in Kubernetes, majority we are using the
This places. Kubernetes, what is the question?
in Kubernetes we will integrate Kubernetes in Jenkins to automate
Yes.
the Kubernetes deployment.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. In Google, I found majority are only showing this in Jenkins how to copy the WAR file into Tomcat. Majority of the Jenkins is this only copy the WAR file from Tomcat. But
Generally,
in real
hmm,
but in real time we do so many things like if suppose if from we are making Docker images from artifact, then we have to delete images,
yes,
then
yes. So that is also, see, basically depending upon the project and again depending upon the classes. So we should be following on that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, suppose like I'll show the small demo here. I think everyone knows here. Okay. But basically, so this is a GitHub account. And again, after creating your GitHub account, just whenever you get a free time, just please go to this complete panel, the dashboard. What are the settings? What is this GitHub support, GitHub community? All these things you should be keep on checking on this. Okay. Now, whenever you open a Google Drive, right? So how we will be creating a folder? The same thing here. If I want to create anything, create a new repository. A repository is nothing but it is a kind of folder only. Okay. But meanwhile, what is this organizations? What is this project? What is this Copilot? Now, no need to worry about anything here. Just after creating your account, just go back to here and you can create a new repository. Create a new repository. And again, the repository is nothing but it's a folder wise. And again, you can give the any demo name. Take example, Mahesh demo repo. You can give the any name. Okay. Then, so whether you want to make this folder public or private in the Google Drive, public is shareable to everyone or not. Same thing. This repository should I need to share like public or private. And again, we should add this README file or not. Currently, I don't want to add any README files. And again, I don't want to add any git ignore files. I don't want to choose any license. Just blindly, I'll be giving the repository name. And again, I'll be creating the repository. Simple. I think Umesh is not there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry, not Umesh. Sorry, Mahesh. Okay. I think everyone, you guys are like very, at least like you guys like very expert in this repository. But anyway, so one more time, I'm doing this point. Okay. Now, so without adding a README file, if I create a repository, what will happen? And also without adding if we had the README file, what will happen? The two differences.
so README will tell us what does the how the code is information ki how the commands to build the code.
See, readme.md file is nothing but like what is this
Description, what we
repository?
are doing, description, sir.
Yeah, description about the repository. Simple metadata of a repository. Okay. But my question is, whenever you create a repository without adding the readme.md file, if we create a repository, this the commands will look. But if you add the readme.md file, the repository will be created by default in GUI mode. Okay. And again, one of the topmost interview question, whenever you create a repository in the command line, what is the default branch?
It's a
Main.
Master.
Master branch.
Master. I think now it changes.
Now it is main.
Now it's
Yeah.
main. It's
Whenever you
updated.
create a branch in the command line, the branch is master branch only. But whenever you create in the GUI mode repository, the branch is main branch.
Okay,
Earlier,
okay.
yeah, earlier in 2021 June onwards, they made these changes.
You mean whenever we create any repository through the
GUI mode.
GUI mode, then their branch is main. And if we
Exactly.
are authenticate your GitHub account and creating from the command line, then it will be a master, right?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So quickly, I'll be sharing this, and again, meanwhile, I'll be opening this. Okay, just what is it? Where is it right now? I think everyone knows this Linux commands. I think how are you guys are like very good at like commands, Linux commands?
No, I'm not very much familiar with Linux, but I can understand.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now I'll be creating like one of the folder here.
mkdir.
Yeah. So CD desktop I'll go. Else download. Okay. Make directory. Durga git class demo.
So mkdir.
Yeah. Type error. Then you can CD Durga. Fine. Then again, how to create a repository here?
Git init.
Git init. So whenever we create a repository, the default branch is master in the command line. But and again, it will telling that .git folder will be installed. So now we will be checking this .git folder. What is this .git folder contains?
It's a I know, like it has a
Credentials.
commit history as well. Commit history, branches.
Head, configuration file, description file, hooks folder, and again all the tracking of everything with the committed is everything will be stored in the objects and again preferences folders. Okay. Now, if I come back here, what are the 3 stages of a Git basically?
So working directory, stage, working
And again
directory.
committing area, right? So now
Yeah.
I'll be adding one file, simply one file. Okay. Touch umesh.python file. Now, how to check whether the file is in staging area or working area?
Working side. Get status.
Get status.
Unchecked file should be there.
Yeah. But if I want to move to the staging area, git add the file name, or you can give the
Dot.
or you can get status
It is
Then
in
just
staging
a-
area now.
staging area.
Staging.
Now, how to commit? Git commit.
Git commit -m.
Yeah.
Any message.
First commit like this.
Any message.
Exactly.
Now
Okay.
you can see in your repo.
Yes. But now, how can I see? Git config -f
Yeah.
list.
So
What it is? What is the list here? First configuration we should do, right?
username.
Exactly. What is the command for that?
Git config. Username.
If I
email.
am having, see here, if I am having already one of the credentials, how to reset? This is a command, important command. See, yeah. Now take this into a question. Already the one user is available, configuration has been done, but still I want to override. So git commit amend reset author, or else git config global -edit. Clear, right? These are the 2 commands. Very important. Okay. Then again, next. So now if I had here git config. So basically it is a office laptop. I cannot able to override this because I don't have a permission on this. So but meanwhile, like everyone knows this one, right? Git config -f global
Username
user
is
dot
equals
name
to
and again username is my code pipe.
GitHub repo name.
Code pipe. Anyway, still let me check what will happen. Then in git config -f global user dot email.
Email with from which you create the GitHub.
Exactly. Automation.hub gmail.com.
It's the same email of our GitHub
Yes.
account.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Now
my
you
same one.
can see GitHub git config list.
Yeah. So now what I should do? I should want to push. But before pushing that, I want to rename the branch. What is the command for that? Git
Get branch.
-capital M. M is modify the branch name to the main branch. So now you can check. Master branch to main branch, it is modified.
Now you change the branch name. Git branch to show the
Yeah.
branch.
Next, what I should do?
Git branch.
No. I
Git
should add
push.
the remote repository, right?
Git remote .io.
Exactly. What is it? This is what I should add. Git remote
this.
add origin. This is what is our what is here origin? Origin is nothing but the URL of the specific repository. That is very important point. Please understand. What is the origin? First, you can check git remote -v. There is no remote repository URL. It is added. Now I'm going to add this one. So this is the one. And again, now we can check git remote -v. Now it is showing this repository we are going to push. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Then again, git push -u upstream the specific user, and again origin main branch. Simply. Yeah, I don't have a permission, but still what I want to do, go to the settings here. Developer settings, pat, tokens. That's what like we should generate the token. And again, so I don't want to delete this one. Click on this mask. Same thing, you can upload it here. Regenerate token you can do.
I have a question. Okay,
Yeah.
if you regenerate or write a token, if you regenerate a token, then older is valid.
No, order will be gone.
Okay, thank you.
This is one, right? Yes. Copy this. Then again. This is okay. New one I'm copied. Fine. Any pop-up is coming up here? No, right? Okay. Meanwhile, I want to remove the in the Windows machine, right? Secret credentials, security credentials. What is it? Okay, but I don't have a. Anyway, so in my local laptop, don't have what's information. Hello, is it audible, right?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, fine, yeah. I don't have like admin permissions for this laptop. Let me check in the credentials manager. Okay. No, I don't want to change this actually. This is my organization credentials. Anyway, here one more. One second, let me check. Username 45. What is the password? Where I copied? This is one password. Allow like only the company details only. But anyway, so I think everyone knows about this one, right? No
Yes,
need
yes.
to worry about this. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so tomorrow I'll show it in my personal laptops. Is it clear, right, everyone?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So then, so we can wind up today's class.
Yeah. And I have one question. Like
Yes,
a workflow, our tools workflow will be a Jenkins first, then Docker, then Kubernetes, and then again we go back to the Jenkins. Am I right for the deployment process?
Exactly. That's
Okay.
point true. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think everyone are registered here, right? I think already.
Yeah, registered only payment
Yes,
is
we have
pending.
it.
Today or tomorrow I will.
Yeah. Please. Yeah, please do that actually. Okay. So, yeah, so please don't mind that like we are taking this point. Basically, our management team said that like to inform to you guys. That's what, yeah.
And sir, maximum duration for this class, including the Saturday, Sunday.
No. Only
No,
only
means
weekdays.
Yeah, weekdays, like working days, we can consider like it's 45 days, working days,
Yes, yes, yeah.
time period. Okay.
Okay, so then everyone,
Yeah,
so
thank you.
I think today's session is like more effective. I feel that like I have asked like a number of like interview questions. Yeah. All right. So thank you then. So have a great day. Good night. We'll meet tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.